Good evening, everyone. Welcome. Tonight we're finishing out Season 8, Round 3 of the Solo Crisis League. It has been a long day. Outside of this stream, up until now, it's been a long day. It's going to be a long day tomorrow, and that's just going to be the norm from here on out, it seems. But, regardless, I'm just going to take my time tonight, I think. We'll just kind of casually go through this and work our way to the end of Season 8, Round 3 with our final attempt tonight. So we are using, our choices are Zatanna and Ciri. I'm going with, sorry, not Ciri, Circe. This isn't The Witcher. This is DC, so we're using Circe. Again, we've used her once before. Her level 2 is okay. I mean, it's pretty good. You can back out of a confrontation, so if you have like a card that doesn't work out, you can still get out. But her level 3 and level 1 are still also really useful. So it's not one of those characters where level 3 is a confrontation ability that you may not use very much or just doesn't work so great in crisis mode. So Circe is going to be useful across the board. Additionally, she has this. You may put each villain you buy or gain on top of any player's deck. That means she's not destroying villains, we're just gaining them. And there are some strong villain cards that we are usually only locked behind Frankenstein to get them. So that's going to be really helpful too. So Circe is going to be a great way to go. We're going to get some destruction cards too, because it's going to fill up our deck quickly if those villain cards become an option. So let's get Zatanna out of here, because we're playing Circe. This is Crisis 3, so that means the world is ours is in play. When you buy or gain a villain from the lineup, gain a weakness. Additionally, to beat it, we need to contribute 4 heroes. That all kind of just depends on the shuffle of this deck. I don't know what's in here. Well, I know what's in there, but I don't know what order they're going to come out in. There's definitely cards I don't really want that I'd like to give to it, but who knows where they are in this stack, so we'll see what happens there. And then the Outsider is in play, which means he has the stack ongoing ability of being unable to destroy starter cards. So we are stuck with those punches, vulnerabilities, and any enhanced strengths we buy. There's no kicks, there's enhanced strengths instead, and those are considered starters, so can't get rid of those. I think we're all set up here. I just shuffled that up, and let's go ahead and get ourselves our first lineup. We've got Boomerang, Silver Banshee, Kryptonite, Toymaster, and Apollo. Okay, I see a great thing already, and that's Apollo. That's normally a card we couldn't get unless we use Frankenstein. Because we're playing Circe, we're going to get him, and he's going to be great for confrontations. What's Silver Banshee's ability? Attack, that foe gains a weakness. Okay, so that's not going to be a great card for us, but that's okay. We only have 2 power on this first turn anyway. Bunch of vulnerabilities here, so we'll just end that there. Get our next card out there. Lois Lane is a great card to give to This World Is Ours, so we're in a good spot now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to go ahead and buy Toymaster. There we go. We're going to give that one up probably right away because there's not much we can do with it. I guess I could use it to get Boomerang if we can afford it, but I don't know if we're going to afford that anytime soon. Right now we're maxing out at 5 at our maximum power we can get per turn, so probably not going to get Boomerang anytime soon. But you know what? Maybe we should... you know what? No. Toymaster has contributed. This World Is Ours is important to beat, so that is one of our 4. We got 2 vulnerabilities and 2 punches, so it's just 2 power again. So nothing but again. Another card coming out. A Mesovirus. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to get Lois Lane. Don't want her. Just going to give her to This World Is Ours. And hopefully that'll be soon. So now we've got 2 of the 4 we need for This World Is Ours. We'll work on getting those out soon. Alright, 1, 2, 3, and 4. We'll use that to get Chlorokinesis here. 2 powers, nothing to be upset about. We can use that. Supergirl, another card I don't mind losing, so that's good. We're going to give Lois Lane up, and then we've only got 2 power again. That's our turn. Not really getting a lot. We've pretty much got what we need for the crisis, and we're moving through that just fine. But we're not generating the power we need to buy Apollo so that we can beat This World Is Ours. Because no matter what we contribute to it, we can't beat it if there's villains in the lineup. All right, 2, 3, 4, and 5, which we'll use to buy Supergirl. Because we want to give Supergirl to This World Is Ours. And Lana Lang's also a good one. Okay, we're in a great place where we have a bunch of options. 1, 2, 3 powers, all we got. That's enough to buy Lana Lang. That's the next 2 heroes to give up for this crisis, already in our deck. Just got to get them into our hand. That means we're going to have a bunch of cheap hands again, but once we have all 4 heroes out there, we can just go ahead and build our deck. There it is. There's Lana Lang. That's 3 of 4. 1, 2, 3 power. We'll use that to buy Parasite. We'll also put that on top of our deck via Circe's ability, and we'll gain a weakness. We also get a victory point because we are playing Crisis 3 with a base set other than Forever Evil. And Scientific Genius. Here's Supergirl. All right, 1, 2, 3. We'll use that 3. We're going to get Silver Banshee. Just to start moving things along here. Start working towards finishing this crisis now that we're... Oh, more villains. Never mind. We have 2 7-cost villains, which might take a bit more than we've got. So 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's the good news. With that, we'll buy Joker's Daughter, which goes right on top of our deck with a weakness, but also a victory point. Circe's working out so far. We're getting lots of these villains and stuff. Some good ones, too. Joker's Daughter is not one to be upset about. Apollo is definitely one I'm looking forward to. I could say goodbye to Silver Banshee pretty easily. Wouldn't be heartbroken about that. Parasite's nice, though. And the Confrontations got some strong powers. New card comes out. Cold Breath. Alright, let's go ahead and draw 2 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. It's not quite what we needed. It is enough to get Cold Breath, though, which we're going to need once we get to beating the Outsider. 3 power, and we can destroy stuff. Gotta destroy stuff, right? Ooh. 1 power and a bunch of uselessness. Yikes. Next out is a Mazo. Alright, we've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll go ahead and buy a Mazo, which gets us another weakness, but also a victory point. I'm now seeing that I should be a bit more concerned about all these weaknesses we're getting. While we're getting these villains, we also get the weaknesses, but there's nothing we can do about it because the villains have to go in order to beat this crisis. The one thing I would change if I went back would be that I would keep my heroes in my deck a little bit longer in order to utilize their powers as opposed to giving them that This World Is Ours right away. You know, utilize them to clear out the villains, basically. 2, 4, 6, 7. There goes Apollo, which goes on top of our deck, which gets us a weakness, but also a victory point. And with Apollo beat, that's the last villain. So that is the end of our first crisis, This World Is Ours. 4 heroes destroyed. We had 1 power left over. And now we can focus on the Outsider. Look at our hand before we continue. Ooh, I would love... Let's see, 3, 4, 5. And I can add 2 cards to my hand. But we've got that Scientific Genius. We would need to get to 16. Because it's got block out there. So we have to get to 16. We can get to 3, 4, 5... 6, 7, 8, 9. That's it. I could get to 9 only. So not going to happen this turn. So 3, 4, 5. I can put a card from my discard pile into my hand. Play a Mazo here for 6, 7. We'll use that to buy Scientific Genius. And now, hopefully next turn, we're looking at defeating the Outsider. The Outsider. Alright, not going to be this turn. No confrontation. Draw 2 cards. 2, 3, 4, 5 power. We're going to go ahead and get Superboy. Add a card to the lineup. Ooh, Bizarro. I did really want Bizarro. He's a great villain to have. One. That's it. One. Okay. One. Power armor. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Not much we can do there. We will buy power armor, I think, and then we'll stop there. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Got 7, but that's all I'm going to get, I think. I get +1 for superpowers over here. None. So just 7. Yeah, no confrontation. 2, 5, 6, 7. We'll use that to buy Bizarro, which goes on top of our deck. That's another weakness, but also another victory point. We really need one of those Phantom Zone projectors. We could really use one of those right now to start clearing out all these weaknesses we're gaining. Three, 6. That's in that block, right? Okay. I'm going to take a chance. We're going to go for the confrontation because there's no block cards. Okay. Let's go ahead and draw 2 cards. Let's go ahead and draw 2 more cards. There we go. Put a card from my discard pile into my hand, and then put an additional card from my discard pile into my hand. Okay. So that's going to be 3 power, and I can destroy a card in your hand, a card in your discard pile, and a card in the lineup. We're going to destroy weakness here. We're going to destroy... Let's see, you may put a card that costs 0 from any player's discard pile into your hand. We're going to destroy Shadow Thief here. And then from my hand, we'll destroy this weakness. So we did destroy all 3 cards there. That's really good. That's 3 power. 4, 5, and then +1 for each superpower over here. I don't think there's any, though. Yeah, it's still just 5. 6, 7, 8. Play a superpower I control again. That's another 3 to get to 11. And I can destroy cards again. That's another weakness destroyed. Another weakness destroyed. And I can destroy another one in the lineup. We'll say goodbye to one of the Kryptonites. We're good. Just in case we have, you know, one of those bad crises like a permanent eclipse coming up. I don't want something I don't need, right? So again, we're at 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's enough to beat the outsider. We'll get a victory point for that. I'll just take a 5 here. 2, 3, 4, gone. We're through it. Yeah, that was really easy. I think we're going to have a great time. So we're 50-50 so far this round. We won the first round with 0 cards left in the lineup. Well, left in the main deck, I mean. And we lost our second game with still 2 villains left. So it's been 50-50. We're going to see how tonight goes, but I'm really liking this start. It's going much better than some of our other attempts so far. Let's see what happens, though. There's still plenty of time for a city destroy to pop up and then make us destroy Frankenstein, for instance. We'll see what happens, though. Permanent Eclipse. I'm very glad I destroyed those cards. All right, turn everyone up face down. Basically, everything out here costs 5. Go ahead and put this card out here too. Everything costs 5, and we have to clear the lineup. Everything we buy goes straight to the bottom of our deck without looking at it. Felix Faust, who we cannot defend against. Each player passes the highest cost card in their hand to the discard pile of the player on their left. Well, I can't do anything with Apollo because I have no discard pile anyway, so that's fine. Gain a number of weakness cards equal to the VP of the card you receive this way. That's 3 weaknesses, unfortunately. After we just destroyed 2 or 3 of them ourselves, so... No, we destroyed 4, I think, so we still got 3 right back. Alright, so it's our turn. It's always our turn, but 2, 3. We'll go right ahead. We'll get an enhanced strength. We need some of that power. Now, we need 10 power per turn, really, if we're going to get through this. 2, 4, 5. We're going to put this aside for next turn. We'll get the 6 buying 1 card. So assist cards we can set aside. That was a rule that was introduced in 3-player games of Confrontations, but also was a rule in solo Rebirth. So we're enacting that rule here. 2, 5, 6, 7. Like I said, we need to start getting some 10 power turns if we're going to get through this. Let's go ahead and draw 2 cards. And then we'll draw 2 more cards. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Copy that to get to 10, 11, 12. So we can buy 2 cards. So we'll go ahead and do that. We still have some strong cards in here. We just also have a bunch of weaknesses and starters. In no way to destroy them outside of a confrontation. We've got Cold Breath, which destroys them in a confrontation. Up to 2 cards, 1 from our discard pile, 1 in our hand. Also 1 in the lineup if that matters to you. But it's not fast enough. We need something like what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. I've already said it. Phantom Zone Projector. That would really help right now. Well, LexCorp can come on out. 2, 4, 6, 8 is only 1 card for us, but we'll take it. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 2 cards. I'll take 2 cards here. Draw 2 cards. Put a card from our discard pile into our hand, huh? We'll take Cold Breath here. We'll go 3 power. 4, 5, and a bunch of nothing. That 5 will buy this. And we'll get ready. Don't want it to go above these 5 cards. I want to keep whittling it down. Don't want it to go up to 6+. We can put an assist card on the bottom of our deck. So I'm going to put Bizarro down there because he's a great assist card. And draw cards at the end of your turn is great. 2, 3, 4. Can't play this. We can save it for next turn. That's an assist card. So 4 means we're going up to 6 cards out here because everything costs 5. Ugh. 3 power. We can use this, but again, there's nothing on it. Gotta use LexCorp. Put an assist card at the bottom of our deck. What do we got? We're going to add power armor down there. New card comes on out. We'll go ahead and add Superboy to the bottom of our deck via LexCorp. We'll go ahead and draw 2 cards. Okay, okay. 3 power. We'll freeze this to get a victory point. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We still have LexCorp's ability to put an assist card at the bottom of our deck. I gotta do that technically at the beginning of my turn, but it doesn't really change anything if I do it now. It just means I forget it often. There's nothing I can put there anyway. Everything down there is, in fact, not an assist card. Well, there is enhanced strengths. That doesn't count, though, because it has to be a non-starter assist card. An enhanced strength is a starter. Oh, I didn't have to shuffle. We're fine. Ah, there we go. I may destroy a card in my discard pile. That is a card I really needed. There's that. 2 power. Put equipment, play an equipment I control again, sorry. Draw 2 cards, so we will shuffle up now. Glad I had enough, though, that I didn't have to shuffle there. Make the Doomsday work for me. Drawing 2 cards now. Nanda Prabhat can hit the table. We're going to spend a victory point to use it. That allows us to look at the top card. We may destroy it. Goodbye to that. All right, we're at 2 power. 3, 4, 5, 6. We can play that equipment again to get the 7, 8. I don't control any superpowers, so I'll save that one for next turn. Buy just 1 card. This isn't frozen anymore, by the way. And we'll get ready for their next turn. Back to our 5 cards. Kind of maintaining permanent eclipse as opposed to doing anything about it. Let's go ahead and just start with Nanda Prabhat. Looking at this card. We won't destroy that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can't use this, but we do have LexCorp's ability to put an assist card at the bottom of our deck. We're going to put Doomsday down there. Alright, so we have 6. That allows us to buy 1 card. We'll buy that one. We bought that card. New card comes out. We can put a card from our discard pile into our hand. Actually, let's do LexCorp first. Put an assist card on the bottom of our deck. Then we can put a card into our hand. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a vulnerability. We'll put this card bottom of our deck. New card comes out. Let's put an assist card at the bottom of our deck via LexCorp. Gotta remember to do this. Let's go ahead and draw 2 cards. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to save that for next turn. Let's try Nanda Prabhat. We will destroy this punch. Goodbye, punch. Alright, we have 10 power, so we're going to buy these 2. Oops, sorry, that shouldn't... Luckily, it was one we already knew was there because of LexCorp. Glad we got rid of our first starter. I'd prefer to get rid of weaknesses, obviously, but saying goodbye to punches always feels good. 3, we'll freeze this, get a victory point. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. LexCorp put an assist card at the bottom of our deck. We only have 9 power, unfortunately, which is only 1 card worth. I was hoping to get to 2. Didn't quite get there. New card comes out. Alright, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 again is just 1 card. We'll take the one we froze over there. Assist card for LexCorp before I move on. Looks like it's going to be another power armor. Alright, 1 card coming out. Still at 4 there. Daily Planet can hit the board. Pay 1 less for assist cards, but there's none out there. Let's start with LexCorp, though. Can we put an assist card at the bottom of our deck? I think we're out. I think that's all gone. Oh, we got 1. So we'll do it. Yeah, we'll put this at the bottom. We'll also try... No, we're not going to do Nanda Prabhat because we know what it is. We know it's not a starter, I should say. 2 power. We can destroy a card in our discard. That weakness is gone. Draw 2 cards. Three, 4, 5. We'll save this for next turn. We'll get the 6 power And we'll buy this. Reason I'm not doing Nanda Prabhat is because we know it's not starters because it's all cards we put down there ourselves. We can put an assist card at the bottom of our deck. Make that Bizarro, I think. All right, 2 power. Play that again to get the 4 power. 5 power, draw a card. 6, 7. Look at this. We'll leave it there. Put a superpower from our discard pile into my hand. We're at 7. And we'll freeze this to get a victory point. We can play it again to get the 13, getting 2 victory points this time. 14, 15. Wait, we can't buy 3 cards though because there's 2 of them are frozen, so we'll save that power armor for next turn. All right, pretty good. We used LexCorp to good effect. Basically what we did was put all those assist cards at the bottom of our deck each turn so that towards the end of the deck we had all these very, very strong cards. It was great. Really, really, really worth it. So that was LexCorp in action. Nothing's frozen anymore. We're down to 3 cards. We can draw 2 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 2 cards. Ooh, that's good news. Let's try Nanda Prabhat before we move on, though. Look at this. We'll leave it there. I do like those cards that give you bonuses during confrontations. I'm talking bonuses like +1 for every hero in your discard pile, stuff like that. Those are extremely useful when you get to the late game. One and draw a card, okay. Put a superpower from our discard pile into our hand. Oh, we're also going to put an assist card at the bottom of our deck via LexCorp. We'll take this Cold Breath. So we're at 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, I guess. I guess we can buy this. So here's the problem. We have 2 power left over. I could spend Iced Over, but it's going to freeze that, so I can't buy it. We'll still do it, so it freezes it and we get our victory point. Something we can spend later. In fact, let's do that for Nanda Prabhat before we go on. Looking at this, we will not destroy that. We might need that for a crisis later on. Right, so 2 power. Let's look at this. You can go to the bottom, Black Mask. We're good here. I need to put an assist card in the bottom of my deck. And there's that. So there's 2 power. 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's try Nanda Prabhat. Nope, we're good. Buy 1 card. Move on. Still need to get the 10 power in 1 turn, though. We can put a card, but before we do that, we'll do LexCorp. Put an assist card at the bottom of our deck. It's going to be Power Armor here. Then we'll use Apollo to put a card into our hand. It's going to be Cold Breath here. So that's going to be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, unfortunately. Let's go for Nanda Prabhat before we go on. We will not destroy that. We'll buy just the 1 card. Spending lots of victory points on this, I know, but it's kind of worth it to get rid of a few starters here and there. I may not beat Felix Faust right away. I may just go to try and maximize how many cards we can destroy. But we'll see. Draw 2 cards. 2 power, destroy a card in my discard pile. Goodbye to this weakness. That's 2. 3, 4, 5. That's our first card down. We're at 0 power now. We're going to spend a victory point to get the 3 power now. 4, and we'll copy this to get just to 5, which ends permanent eclipse. That crisis is over. Okay, that's good news. That's very good news. Now everything's going to be face up again. And we can actually destroy some things in our deck. I'm sorry, that came out wrong. We do want to destroy things in our deck. I was definitely thinking about that. What I was mostly thinking about, though, is leaving things in the lineup that we don't need. If it's not going to contribute to our deck's construction, we don't need it anymore. If it doesn't go towards a crisis or make our deck stronger, we don't need to buy it. So we won't. We'll probably just buy a bunch of defense cards, stuff like that. We'll have to buy the villains, obviously. But other than that, not that much is mandatory. And with that, we have enough in our hand to beat Felix Faust, I think. So, yeah. Confrontation. Confrontation against Felix Faust. Start with LexCorp, putting an assist card on the bottom of our deck. There's that. And then we're going to go with Cold Breath. 3 power. I can destroy cards all over the place. That weakness is gone. We won't touch the ones in our hand. We need it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 is enough to beat Felix Faust. So it is just on the line, but you know what? We didn't have to do better than that. There's no need. All right. Phantom Zone Projector. Nice. No defense cards, though. Our new crisis is Murder Machine. Put the top card of the main deck into the lineup. We're going to do 2 cards, 1 for the crisis, 1 for our turn. When an equipment enters the lineup, each player destroys the top card of their deck. Contribute 4 equipment. So we're destroying Jimmy Olsen, which isn't a card I really needed anyway. All right, and then Owlman. Each player destroys the highest cost equipment in their hand and discard pile. That's really unfortunate because that's Phantom Zone Projector gone. And then over here, it's Boomerang, I'm sure. There's no way I have something higher than Boomerang. It could be a Mesovirus. Boomerang would be better to get rid of, so there's that. Unfortunate, but there it is. Good news is another Phantom Zone Projector already came out. So that is, we'll start with LexCorp, put an assist card at the bottom of our deck. Then it's 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll save this assist card for next turn. We're going to buy Phantom Zone Projector. I do really want Hera. There's no doubt in my mind about that. It's more of a case of I really need Phantom Zone Projector because this deck is out of control. You can have power. You can have power armor. 2, destroying a 0-cost card over here. If it's a weakness or vulnerability, we'll get 2 victory points. There is a vulnerability destroyed. That is 2 victory points for us. I'm going to spend 1 right away on trying Nanda Prabhat. No need to destroy that. I shouldn't have even bothered, honestly. Now we'll draw 2 cards. The reason I shouldn't have bothered, because we knew that it wasn't starters down there. All right, so we are at 2 power. We're going to give tarot cards to this. 6 power. Get something from the destroyed pile. We'll give Boomerang, because it's a strong card, but also an equipment we can give to that if need be. Obviously, Phantom Zone Projector is tempting in there. It's just more of a case where I want to take care of the crisis first. Then we'll worry about destroying things again. So 6, 7, and draw a card. Ah, sniper rifle is contributed right away. Draw a card. 8, 9, destroy a card over here. We'll say goodbye to a punch. Nice. We've destroyed already now. I think this was from last turn. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, never mind. No, maybe. I think it was this turn. We're just going to add it in anyway. Not sure when that came out. Please don't be an equipment here. It's not equipment, so that's the good news. So Murder Machine is still... it can still hurt you. You can still destroy, say, Frankenstein or something because of just a bad draw off the main deck. That's just how it is. All right, it's our turn. We're going to give up Boomerang, which is going to end Murder Machine. We'll get him back, but that crisis is over. Quick and easy. 2. I have nothing I can do that with. And we'll put this one here. Can't play this one. So we have 2 power. Oh, we didn't put a card out, did we? No, we did. We beat Forget, that's right. Tagroff, sorry. Alright, new card comes out. The block card, which is unfortunate for Owlman. We can use LexCorp to put an assist card at the bottom of our deck. Do we go for the confrontation? We need 13, 18 to beat them both. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No, we're not going to get there. So we'll just go for working on the lineup. 3. Copy that to get the 4, 5. We'll use that to get rid of... Sorry, get the 6, I mean. We'll use that to buy Trident of Lucifer, leaving us with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which we'll use to get Hera. You know what? No, yeah, Hera. I do want Donna Troy. I do. Just need some good confrontation cards. It's something I feel like I'm missing. Let's go ahead and destroy a card over here. Goodbye to this vulnerability. Two, draw a card. We can play Phantom Zone Projector again, and this time we're going to destroy Trident of Lucifer because we just don't need it. That's 2, 3, 4, and we'll use that to get Madame Xanadu. Before we go on, we'll use Daily Planet, though, to put an assist at the bottom of our deck. There we go. So far, so good. Oh, another block card, though, so not this turn. Draw 2 cards. I'm probably going to manage it, too. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Maybe. We're going close. Nah, Ares is expensive. So 4 power, we can get something from the destroyed pile. What do we want? I do want Boomerang. Sniper Rifle is going to be necessary later. Phantom Zone Projector, that's actually pretty necessary right now, now I think about it. And Toy Master 2. So we're going to go with Phantom Zone Projector for 1 VP. Before we go on, we're going to spend the VP for Nanda Prabhat. I keep forgetting about that. We will not use it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and a vulnerability. Goodbye to Ares. Well, hello to Ares, I should say. And we'll get Donna Troy for the defense. The Creeper. Ooh, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's take a chance. Yeah, we're going to take a chance. We're going to go for the confrontation. There's no block cards. Start with a Mesovirus. Draw 3 cards and then destroy one of them. We're going to destroy Enhanced Strength. So there's that. I still have LexCorp. I keep forgetting about that. LexCorp. Put an assist card at the bottom of our deck. Alright, so 2, 4, 5, 6. We can destroy a card over here. Goodbye to this vulnerability. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. You may destroy a card in your hand, discard pile, and line up. That is another punch destroyed. And we'll destroy the creeper, I think. Yeah, he's gone. That is enough to get rid of Owlman also, so that is a really good hand. Goodbye to this frozen token. We're moving on to our next turn. Looking good. Okay. And we've got 2 defense cards, so that's great too. Our new crisis is a city destroyed. Put all locations in play and in the destroyed pile into the lineup. When a location enters the lineup from the main deck, destroy the top 5 cards of the main deck. Contribute 3 locations. Well, we've got our 3 locations, so hopefully we get those back quick. Ultraman. Each player puts his, we've got defenses to choose from. Let's figure that out. We can do Black Orchid. Discard to avoid an attack. If you do, reveal a top card. Reveal and draw the top card of your deck. Gain VP equal to its VP. Or we'll do Porthole to Nowhere. You may discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, draw a card. You may pay 1 VP. If you do, draw 2 additional cards. Yes, please. That is such a good ability. Okay, so our goal now is to get those locations back. 2 power, look at the top here. Clarion, you're going to the bottom of the deck. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Destroy a starter over here. Well, a 0 cost card, I should say. I don't think there's any vulnerabilities or weaknesses left, though. That's fine. Gone. Go ahead and draw 2 cards. Eight, draw a card. Destroy a card on my discard pile. Another punch gone. So again, we're at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I thought I had 8. Oh, there it is. There's the 8. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Yes. 9. And these require superpowers. We'll put this one up. This one we can't use. With our 9, what can we get? We can get 2 4-crossed ones at least. I was hoping to get 6 and 4, but you know what? I'll take this. There we go. So that's 2 of the locations we need to end this in our deck, not our discard pile. So that's on its way, basically. I would like to keep LexCorp if possible. It's a very helpful card. But there's a number of factors that affect that. Three, 6, 8, 10, 11. Yes, we'll get level 7, leaving us with 4. Yeah, 4. Which we'll use. We don't need flight. We don't need any of this. Oh, wait, hold on. 3, 6, 8, 10, 11. Then we can play a superpower again. 14. Now, 14 gets us both of these. Both locations are purchased. We're good to go. We just need to get them out now. I do want John Constantine. That's the good news there. We'll go ahead and draw 2 cards. We're going to go ahead and draw 2 more cards. We're going to go ahead and destroy a card in our discard pile. It's another punch gone. You know what? No, it's Nightmare Nurse gone. We don't have a bunch of zeros anymore, so say goodbye to it. 3, 4, 5, and draw a card. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We are getting power out of nowhere. We'll get John Constantine now. And we'll get Flight. Flight's good for an assist card that we can set aside now I think about it. It's a great ability to have on your side. 2, 4, 6. Copy that for 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll get this for getting rid of its block, but we know we will get Tegroff for when we eventually see Hunted by the Crime Syndicate. New card comes out. Daily Planet is contributed. 4 power, get a card from the destroyed pile. Boomerang seems nice. We'll get Boomerang for his 0. His 0 VP value. He's ours. 4, 5, 6. Destroy a card over here. We're not going to need pots, but is there any... There's still punches, so you know what? Goodbye to that punch. So 6. I could freeze that, but there's not really a point, so we'll just buy Tula. It's a nice, cheap 3 power. Most of the time 3 power, at least. Alright, we can destroy a card in our discard pile. We don't need... Well, it is an attack. And this is the problem I have sometimes, where I'm now faced with a situation where I just don't want to let something go because I'm going to need it for a crisis I know is coming. Just don't know when. It could be here a long time. This Pots card can go. It's a block card. We only bought it because it was a block card. That's 2. Put a card from our discard pile into our hand. That's going to be level 7 here. That's 2 locations given up. So 2, 4, 6, 8. We're not going to buy Blue Devil for now. We're probably going to need a defense card later. But right now we're okay. 2 power. 4, 6. Draw a card. Non-number bot. That is 3 locations destroyed, ending a city destroyed. That crisis was not so bad. 7, 8 will say it's a villain. It is. I get to draw it. 9 and draw another card. 10, 11. Look at this. Nah, get rid of that. Or actually, this might be really nice for a crisis. We'll buy that. We'll leave it there, I mean. So we can use that for a crisis. New card comes out. Because that's going to be great. I don't have to stock up on cards in my deck because we can just get them with Siren as needed. So now we can start dwindling down cards, get them back via Frankenstein, get them from the lineup with Siren. We should be getting through any crisis within a few turns. Theoretically. Got to make our deck small enough for that first. One and draw a card. Draw a card. Oh, I should have... Am I going for a crisis? Shoot, it's too late for me to decide now. I mean confrontation. Oh well, I messed up. We're going to put this assist aside for next turn. Then it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can play Flight again to draw another card. Oh, that would have been a great time for crisis. Oh well. For a confrontation, I mean. Well, with our 7, we will buy Siren, which will go on top of our deck. We'll get a victory point. Maybe we won't. We'll buy Blue Devil for the defense. No, we'll leave Blue Devil. We're good. We're not going to do anything. Not going to do anything. Very glad we beat the City Destroyed when we did, or we would have lost 5 cards off the main deck here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to draw 2 cards. 9, 10. Oh, we're going to take a chance. We're going to say Confrontation. Let's see how it goes. Draw 2 cards. It pretty much all depends on these 2 cards. Alright, we're good. We should be good. Draw 2 cards. Draw another card. Do we have superpowers in our discard pile? Yep. So that'll be 3. 4, 5. We can destroy a card over here. That'll be the end of Zod. We haven't done anything good with him yet. We're at, what was that again? We're at 5. 6, 7. Look at this. You can go to the bottom, mind control. We're good without that. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 16 total. That is more than enough to beat Ultraman. So he's gone. We're on to our next turn. And we got a defense card again, so good news. Oh, we get a victory point for that also. It is Trinity War. At the start of your turn, put a card that matches the cost of a card in the lineup from your hand into the lineup. Contribute 4 cards with cost 3. Atomica. Each player discards all cards with cost 5 or greater. Players cannot play cards with cost 5 or greater. Okay, this one can be a problem. Porthole to Nowhere. You may discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, draw a card. You may pay 1 VP. If you do, draw 2 additional cards. Pay that VP, draw 3 cards. That's nice. Nice. So we have to put a card in the lineup. Then we have to put a card from our hand into the lineup. We're going to put Tegroth out there because we can't use it anyway. So what? I'm just taking out all the cards we can't use. Okay, we need cards that cost 3, but none of these cost 3. Alright. 2. Yeah, I got it. Play the superpower you played again. So that's 4. We'll use that to buy Siren because the Circe goes on top of our deck. So that's 3 now total. We'll say villain, which it is, so we can draw it. And then since it costs 3, we'll give it to Trinity War. And again, that was 2, 4, 5, 6. We have 3 power left over. We'll use that to buy Steve Trevor because it costs 3. And then playing equipment again, but I don't have one, so you know, we'll just set that aside for next turn. Well, we've got our first of the 4 different 3-cost cards. That's pretty good. All things considered, that's not a bad start. Do have to add a card to the lineup, though, of cost 4 or 5. We'll add Donna Troy. We're going to give Phantom Zone Projector up. I don't want to, but we're going to do it. 2 power here, and Metallo's not going to do anything. Moving on. New card comes out. Alright, 4 and 5 still. Gonna add one of our 4s, it looks like. We'll add a Mazo. Yeah, we'll add a Mazo. No, we'll add John Constantine. If I add a Mazo, it's going to interfere with my draws, because if I buy a villain, it goes on top of my deck. Alright, 2. And that is it. No 3-cost cards in that hand. New card comes out. We have to add a 4 or a 5-cost card. Don't have any. Here, though, is Silver Banshee. That's 3 of the 4. I can play Phantom Zone Projector, destroying something over here. Metallo's not really working out for me. So it's gone. 1 power, and I can't play these. Still not going to be able to beat this until we get rid of the villains, too. So even if we get all the 3-cost cards out there, still going to do it every turn. Which is unfortunate. I do want to check a rule real quick, though, and that is, does that effect remain in play until I beat it? Free of villains, count the contribution. Okay, I think I'm doing it right where the effects remain. All right, so we have to add a card from the lineup or to the lineup. So we have 3, 4, and 5. Unfortunately, we do have a 3-cost card, but you know what? We're going to go for power armor because we can, and we're going to give steel to this. So now we have all 4 cards we need for that, and I can't play these 3 because of Atomica. So we have Trinity War taken care of, but the effects will remain in play. We need to add a 3, 4, 5, or 6-cost card. Guess we'll add Hera here as a 5-cost card. We have 1 power here, and the rest goes away. New card comes out. Really filling up this lineup now. So now it's 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We'll add Kryptonite as a 5. Destroy a card over here. Goodbye to this punch. Wait, no, don't destroy punches. I need that right now. Destroy a card over there. We'll destroy something a little more powerful. Like Ares. We're not doing much of that right now. We can get him back later if need be. Draw a card. 1. Do we have a superpower over here? Yes, that's 3 total. I can't play these, but that 3 is enough to buy black mana at least, which goes on top of our deck. All right. Oh, we have to add a card first. So we have 2, 4, 5, and 6. Fortunately, that means I have to put the 4 out there. 2, look at the top card here. It is a 5. It's the deep, though. We're going to leave that there. 3, 4, 5. Didn't play an equipment, so we can't do that. With our 5, we're going to buy Atlan. Goes on top of our deck, and we'll get a victory point for defeating a villain. Wait. Instead of Atlan, we're actually going to buy Etrigan, because he's an expensive villain. And we have to get rid of all the villains, right? Alright, so now we can add a 4, I guess. Is there 6 out there? Is there 6? Please tell me there's a 6. Is there not? Oh, there's a 6. Cool, so we can add Cold Breath. 2, play it again for 4. 5, 6, can't play this, but that 6 does enough to get Atlan and the Trench, both going on top of our deck, both giving us victory points. And since there are no villains, that is the end of Trinity War. So I'm glad I prioritized that over some other things. Okay, so that's that. Let's go ahead and focus now on cleaning up a little bit. Get some of the good cards back, leave some of the bad ones out there, clean up our deck a bit. Lots of things we can do. But still, because of Atomica, we have to focus on low-cost cards. 1, draw a card. So that's 2 power. Oh, so that's it. Just draw a card. I can't play these. I really think Atomica is going to get me tonight. We'll see. She treated me pretty bad yesterday. 2. You know what? I think we got it. You know what? Are there block cards out here? There's no block cards, so we're going to go for Confrontation. Yeah, this is it. 2 power and +1 for each superpower in my discard pile. So that is 3, 4, 5, 6 power in just the first card. 7, 8, and +1 for each hero. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 power. 15, draw a card. 16, 17. 18. We're going to spend that victory point to get to 1920, which is enough for me to upgrade Circe. Upgrade Circe means no more villains for us, but we can cancel. So when you play your first card on each of your turns, you may cancel this confrontation and buy cards as usual. So we play a card like, oh, Bizarro, and the 2 cards we draw aren't good enough, or they're not going to get us through it, we can cancel the crisis. There's no consequences for that. That's great. That's really helpful. Still, I'm pushing to get to level 3, where once on each of your turns, a confrontation card has the assist trait, which means we can put confrontation cards aside and say, like, okay, we don't have it now, but we do want this next turn. We can use that to take on villains quicker. Okay, we have no defense card. It is Expose. Put the top 3 cards of the main deck into the lineup. Is the lineup not full enough yet? So 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. We have to also have 1 for the crisis, and have 1 for the turn anyway. When a card of cost 6 or greater enters the lineup, each player gains a weakness. That's just impervious here, so that's 1. Contribute 3 cards of cost 6 or greater. Then, Blight. Each player destroys the top card of their deck. If its cost is 5 or greater, repeat the process. If the cost is 0, discard a random card. Ooh, we have to destroy this, which is Joker's Daughter. If it's 5 or greater, repeat the process. Yikes. It is Tula, which is not 5 or greater. So that's okay. I guess that's over. All right. So, Expose wants 3 cards of cost 6 or greater. Here's Iced Over. Here's Boomerang, and here's Scientific Genius. That's 3 cards. Then we'll go ahead and draw 2 cards. Draw another card. 2, 4, look at this. That can stay. 5, 6, goodbye to Dr. Destiny, who is destroyed now, but we'll get a victory point. We have 3 power left over, but there are no more villains, so that is the end of... Oh, wrong button. That is the end of Expose, though. That's the good news. That was nice and easy. Let's focus on getting rid of these block cards, then we'll go for Blight. Ooh, unless his confrontation here is too tempting. We're looking at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we could go with... That would be really tempting. How many block cards are there? There's, we're just going to get rid of block cards for now. We'll worry about that next turn. 4, we can get a card from the destroyed pile. Is there anything we want from up here? Boomerang's cheap and easy. Dr. Destiny's a nice defense. Joker's Daughter is a good card. I think Joker's Daughter is the way to go. 2 VP. So that's 4 power. We'll use that. We won't use it yet. Put a card into our hand. We'll go Joker's Daughter. 2 cards. So 4, 5, 6. Goodbye to Hephaestus. Leaving us with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can destroy a card over here. Goodbye to that weakness. We'll buy the Deep. We'll save this assist for next turn. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. All right, there is no block card in play, I don't think. There's not. Okay, so we can go for Blight now. If we want, let's see what our hand looks like. We're looking at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You know what, we will? And we'll use Circe's ability. We'll play Flight first, and if we don't draw something we like, something that can get us there, we'll cancel it. So Flight, draw a card. Ooh. Ooh. This is still a gamble. You know what? We're going to do it. We're going to go for it. 3 power. 4 power, draw a card. 5, 6, we can destroy a card in our discard pile. Goodbye to Etrigan. We can copy an... oh wait, I'm sorry. When we played Cold Breath, we could destroy cards in our discard pile and lineup. So we're going to destroy Hephaestus here, and in the lineup, we'll get rid of... I don't think there's anything I really want to get rid of. I guess we'll get rid of Dark Arts for now. We might want it later. So again, we're still at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we're copying that to get to 7, 8, 9, so we can destroy cards again. I don't think I want to destroy anything in my hand, in my discard pile here. Yeah, discard pile is fine. In the lineup, we'll get rid of Kryptonite here. So 7, 8, 9. 10, 11. Location comes down. And 12. Did we play anything of the same name? The same cost this turn, draw a card. Oh. Yeah, we got 2 5, so we can draw a card. 13 power. 13 is enough to beat Blight. We are in the clear. We're good there. We can go on to our next turn. Alright, new crisis is Hunted by the Crime Syndicate. Kind of wish I didn't destroy Kryptonite that last turn. When you buy or gain a villain, that's it. Never mind, don't worry about that. That's for other players. When you buy or gain a villain with an attack, you may immediately contribute to this crisis. Contribute 3 attack cards. 3 attack cards, okay? Deathstorm. We can defend against his initial attack. So he's got a stack ongoing. At the start of your turn, destroy the lowest cost card in your hand. Each player discards all cards of the lowest cost in hand at the beginning of our turn. We're going to defend with Crypto. You may discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, put an assist card from your discard pile into your hand or draw a card. Let's look for an assist card with an attack if possible. Is it possible? It may not be. I may be stretching here. Yeah, I don't see any. Okay. Well, Deathstorm's ability still is in play. Each player discard, so it's destroy the lowest cost card in your hand. That's the end of Savagery. We're gonna give up Copperhead because it's an attack. Chlorokinesis is also attack, so that's 2. We can reveal this when we were attacked, so that's that to draw another card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can destroy another card over here. Oh, we didn't use LexCorp's ability to put a card at the bottom of our deck. Not a lot I want to destroy anymore. We actually did pretty good. I don't think I'm going to destroy anything. We will put an assist card at the bottom of our deck, though. Bizarro. Still have 5 power, though. I think, is there a 5 power attack card in play? There is. There's Tegroff. Perfect. Perfect. I do like it when that lines up, where you can actually afford something you need for this crisis. Alright, new card comes out. It's a block card, but it's not a villain. Alright, we can go ahead and draw 2 cards. 1, draw another card. There's Tegroff. That is 3 attack cards. That is the end of Hunted by the Crime Syndicate. Oh, we were supposed to destroy the lowest cost in our hand first. I'm sorry. That would have been this punch. Okay. So that was Deathstorms and that Hunted by the Crime Syndicate. We still have to remember that Deathstorm is in play. 2, 4, draw a card, put the deep out here, save flight for next turn. With our 4 power, we get rid of magic bracers. I think that's the only block in play. Yeah, that's the only block in play. So we might be able to get rid of Deathstorm this turn. New card comes out. We have to destroy the lowest cost card in our hand. That is the Trench here. Ooh, 1, 2. We need 10. We are going for... I think we're going to go for the Confrontation. Yeah, we're going to say Confrontation. Start of Joker's Daughter, drawing 2 cards. And then we can decide if we're going for Circe or not. Nope, Confrontation it is. We're good. Draw another card. We got LexCorp, put an assist card at the bottom of our deck. We can put 2 cards from our pile over here into our hand. So we're at 0 power so far. We can draw 2 more cards. 2 power, we can destroy a card over here. Reconnected. Okay, hopefully everything's okay. So we're at 8 power. Draw another card. 9, 10, 11, 12. Draw 3 cards and destroy 1 of them. Oh, we'll destroy a Mazo. No, yeah, destroy a Mazo. So we're at 10, 11, 12. Look at this. We'll leave that there. 12 plus 4 is 16. We can get a card from the destroyed pile. Boomerang back, I think. It's a nice, easy 3 power.